What up, YouTube? Here with a post-fight video for Vergil Ortiz versus Michael McKinson. Now, before I give y'all the summary of what took place in the fight, I'm going to tell y'all the results first. Ortiz was able to score a 9th-round knockout win, improving his record to 19-0 with 19 knockouts, still undefeated, continuing his 100% knockout ratio. Michael McKinson, on the other hand, he was undefeated. Heading into this fight, he had the record of 22-0 with 2 knockouts. That goes to show you the contrast in styles between Ortiz and McKinson. Ortiz, he's a known slugger, known knockout artist. McKinson really relies on his boxing abilities to secure the win. And to summarize what took place in the fight, Ortiz basically was able to wear down McKinson with his power, volume, and pressure, and his work rate, and his combo of punches. The big difference in this fight was the power between Ortiz and McKinson. McKinson, like I said, he only has 2 knockout wins. He's not a power puncher at all. That's why in the beginning of the fight, how McKinson approached this fight and how he was going about it really surprised me, because he wasn't backing down. He wasn't relying on his movement and his boxing abilities and him trying to counter and time Ortiz. Instead, he would try and slug it out with Ortiz and exchange with Ortiz, and he was actually landing some good punches during that exchange with him and Ortiz. Ortiz isn't really a hard target to hit at all, but like I said, you look at the two fighters' records. Ortiz has a 100% knockout ratio, while McKinson only has 2 knockouts when he's undefeated, 22 wins and only 2 knockouts. So he shows signs of no fear. However, I don't know how smart that was on McKinson's part. And as the fight went on, McKinson started to slow down and backpedal and not exchange with Ortiz anymore. And he showed signs of wearing down, fatigue, and pain. And Ortiz sought after him as soon as he saw signs of that. And that's when Ortiz started to turn up the offense a little more, started throwing at will more, and he started connecting more punches as he was able to chase down and cut off the ring versus McKinson. And yeah, started wearing them down with volume and with combinations of punches. And in the 8th round, McKinson would be floored with a body shot, a left hook to the ribs, which sent McKinson to the floor. McKinson did make it out of the 8th round. However, when he came out of the corner for the 9th round, he did not recover from that knockdown. He didn't have his legs under him, and his corner saw that, hence why they threw in the towel, which called for the referee to stop the fight. And yeah, Ortiz, like I said, continues his 100% knockout ratio, still undefeated, on the come up. I mean, he's been talked about as a possible future superstar in the 147-pound division. He's an exciting fighter, a fan favorite. He's got the style that attracts any fans to the sport of boxing. You know, he's a knockout artist. He likes to brawl, and that's the type of fighters that the common people like. And I'm not gonna compare Ortiz to any other up and coming welterweight talent. I mean, right now as we speak, the 2 undefeated fighters that are on the come up in that division that are most talked about is Vergil Ortiz and Jaron Ennis. Ortiz, like I said, this was a good win to have as he's on the come up. I mean, he beat a undefeated fighter, which is a good look on his resume. And as he's stepping up in competition, and as he's climbing through the ranks, his opponents are or his opponents should only get tougher. Yeah, this was an impressive win, but I think for him to really try and solidify his position as a top welterweight, he needs more legitimate names under his belt, and not only that, he needs to have a W over those legitimate names in order for him to be a potential challenger, potential contender for a world title. I don't think he's ready yet to take on any of the top dogs. Maybe a veteran that's no longer a champion at welterweight. Names like Keith Thurman, Adrian Bronner, names like that. He could take on, and if he could get wins over names like that, that's when he could, potentially line himself up for a title shot in the future. But like I said, this was an impressive win, an important win to have. As he's climbing through the ranks, he's taking on tougher opponents, steeper competition, and he's prevailing. And this is somebody that people can get behind. Fans are gonna find him a exciting fighter, and what's y'all opinion on Vergil Ortiz's performance on Saturday versus McKinson? Y'all let me know in the comments. If y'all got a video reviewing this fight, I'll give it a watch. Other than that, I'm out of here. Y'all comment, subscribe, share, like, all that good stuff. And peace.